I arrived here in December 1991. It was for a 3-day business trip. So I came in, I went to Razno Export Import, 2 bars, a hotel, Stari Arbad. And in that brief period, I felt that here I could start a new life, not a new business, a new life. And I felt at home here. So I went back, I resigned straight away, just before Christmas, and said, thank you, gentlemen, here's my resignation, I'm moving to Russia. They said, well, gentlemen, we don't have an office in Russia, so the best person to open it is you, so go back and open an office. And in March, I met my wife-to-be, Nina, and that was it. We started our new life together. Whenever we had spare money, we helped the church, particularly in Vladimir. And just over 10 years ago, the Matushka Igumeni, the abbess of the Murom monastery, was given a task of reopening a monastery very close to here in Pokrov. It's normal, a nunnery has a farm. And we proposed this place as being their farm, and we were prepared to be their sponsor, to buy it, to establish it. It's a hard life, in the sense that the returns are very small. The risks are very high, but we started farming and I can't leave it. I can't leave it. We have many problems. It's difficult to find workers because Moscow is only 100 kilometers away. In this village, this town, 16,000 people live, 5,000 every day go to Moscow. You know, a driver in Moscow earns 45,000 rubles. Here I can't pay that. It's difficult because we have 4.5 million drivers and 4.5 million security guards in Russia. So it's much easier to sit on your fat bum and do a crossword than actually get a shovel here and shovel manure.
За все существование его фермы она ни копейки не принесла дохода за все эти годы. Джон, вам слово.
Здравствуйте, Владимир. I'm a dinosaur, okay? In reality, I pay Mr. Putin's salary. We, the taxpayers, through our taxpayer, pay. Therefore, we should say what we want to say, and I've always said that. I was very active on Soyuz Malaka, which is the Soyuz Malako. I got a phone call saying that in 3 weeks' time, the leaders want to listen to our opinion. We would like you to tell them. I said, okay. So when I arrived there on that day and I saw all these cameras and all these girls taking phone calls, I all of a sudden realized what I had to do. And I said, no, come on. This is not me. You don't have a choice now. You have been selected as one of the guys. The aim that I had was to create a shum. I'm not asking, give me $5 billion, please. We're asking, give us someone we can talk to and who understands our problems. We want to work. We are successful. Agritourism, we're one of the leaders. The aim is to provide a place, Russian. So this is part of also retaining our roots, or retaining the roots of my children. Okay, we have Russians come here now, they like it, they feel proud. Or we can do the same as Europe, we can do anything. We bring a lot of foreigners out of Moscow here. We have people here that's lived here 2 years, never been outside. They come and say, oh, this means when they go back home, they can also go back home and say we're normal, but we're Russian. Our image in the West is still quite old. They think we're all kind of crazy monsters and there's a war going on here. I mean, it's nuts. It's really nuts. People don't understand. The Russians are very, very, very much respect foreigners. There's something they tend to need to look up to. Investing here or living here isn't a problem, even without the language. I don't see the risk. There's no difference in doing business here than in India or in Brazil. It's just this image people have. 3 days ago, I was at a conference between the British-Russian Chamber of Commerce, and I said, now is the time for British farmers to come here, particularly farmers that can grow cabbages, potatoes, carrots. There are no risks here, none. You must understand the laws. Okay, you understand the laws. A foreigner can set up a Russian company. They would be welcomed if they were serious. There's huge potential, huge, huge, huge potential. And I'm not paid for saying this. I needed my children to know where they came from. I much believe in that. They have dual nationality because you cannot take away British nationality unless you're a terrorist. It's your birth certificate. So my children can decide what they want to do. At the moment, I'm very happy that Stepan has decided to come home. He's gone, he's seen, he's coming home. So he's coming home. That's the answer. We're at home.